So here's the harsh truth. For many of us who have been raised as people pleasers, givers of life, supporters of everyone else while we get neglected, your healing will 1000% hinge on you being selfish and learning to put you first. Because you will have a very hard time moving forward if you don't. If you keep neglecting yourself, neglecting your healing at the expense of others because you have to be there for them, all these other people that don't pour into you, you will continue the cycle of I must neglect myself, be there for people that don't support, love, care, or pour into me, and you will never learn how to receive that pouring into you because you're still giving to sources that are unavailable and cannot pour back into you what you give out to them. Also, that selfish piece comes in because most of us, we don't know who we are. We have been so raised in this trauma soup, this neglect soup, that we think who we are is someone who must be neglected. Your healing, in the way I teach it, helps you figure out, who the hell am I? Who am I outside of this trauma neglect soup that I have been born into and trying to swim out of my whole life? Like, who am I? What do I want? How do I want my life to be? And I mean these things in terms of not being neglected and living a life where you are truly happy. You are finding fulfillment in yourself. You're not being drained and sucked dry by the people who have birthed you, raised you, the people you're married to, you're dating, you're seeing, you're friends with, your work situation. Like, the truth is, when we're born in these traumatic, dysfunctional, neglectful homes, you don't know who you are. You know through the lens of trauma, and that is not the real you. And I've mentioned this before in my past videos that, like, true healing, when you have been born to narcissists, it breaks your world view. It breaks that world view of everything being seen through trauma, of the knowing I can't speak up, I cannot tell anyone anything, I can't have an opinion, I cannot be me, I can't be seen. Like, it breaks the parts of you that keep allowing and attracting in more trauma. And again, I'm not shy about saying this, like, to live a life trauma-free, you have to be the person that does not invite this stuff in, that doesn't keep repeating and treating herself in ways that allow and exacerbate the trauma. And that is no easy feat. It's not easy to do this. Like, you have to change who you are, who you be, and what you allow, and you have to step into that power. You have to be selfish, because when you're not selfish, you invite in a whole lot of people that are going to steamroll the shiznit out of you. And that's what so much of us are used to. We're used to being neglected. We are used to never being met. We're used to being unseen. We're the invisible people that just caretake everyone else. And if you want to change, I'm inviting you into unlocking life after trauma and codependency. If you want to learn to be selfish, and this is you have to break that negative stigma around selfish. It is not selfish to heal, to center yourself in your life, because that's how you change everything. When you are taking care of you, when you are centering yourself, you are in your knowing, you know who you are, you know how your nervous system works, you know how your past has affected you, and you know what you don't want to tolerate anymore. When you know all these things, you're in your selfishness, you don't tolerate people that are going to treat you poorly, that are not taking care of themselves and their own inner world. Because when you start being selfish and centering yourself, you start attracting other people who are doing the same. And I don't mean this like you're attracting someone who's going to be so selfish that they don't see you, they don't care. Again, when you're caring about you and you are the center of your life, and you're caring about what you want, how you feel, you're attracting other people who are also considering this in themselves, and they're considering this in others. Like, people, when you treat yourself well, you attract others who treat themselves well, and accordingly treat you well. They're going to be considerate about the people in their lives. This is how you finally start attracting in other caregivers instead of takers and abusers and users. Like, when you be it for yourself, you can recognize it in another instead of just attracting from this void of, I must give, I must people please, I must take care of them so I can get something back. But when we operate from that, we don't ever get anything back. We just keep attracting people that benefit off of our willingness to give and give and give and give and give and never be selfish. Like, part of that selfish piece is that learning of yourself and what you want and what you need to thrive in life and in relationship. Like, we need other people that can pour into us, that see us, that consider, that have the ability to consider our needs and our feelings and be okay with them. And like, that's the whole piece that is missing in our narcissistic homes, our narcissistic relationships, and the abuse and the trauma and the stuff we put up with and what we were raised in. The people we're born to don't consider us, and when you think that's okay, you're gonna keep tolerating that. And again, once you step into the shoes of, I'm going to consider myself, and if selfish rubs you, like, I'm at a point where selfish doesn't rub me the wrong way anymore. It used to. I used to see people like, what? I can't be selfish. What? I will never get love or attention or anything if I'm selfish. And again, that's part of the trauma programming we get born into. Like, now I'm like, bitch, I will be the most selfish person in the world, and I don't care. I'm not seeking to get my sense of self, a sense of love, a sense of who I am from another person anymore. And that's what a lot of us do when we come from this trauma and abuse. We want someone, tell me who I am, tell me I'm worthy, show me I'm loved. And when you're operating from a void when you do that, and you will never find fulfillment or like a healthy source when you come from that, because you are coming from such a void and a deep need to be safe, loved, held, witnessed. Like, and you make the shift when you start learning to do that for yourself. You love who you are, warts, feelings, ugliness, whatever it is, all of it, the good, the bad. It is you. Your feelings are parts of you. What you've been through are parts of your journey, and they are meant to be seen and loved and honored and like let exist. Like, you don't have to hide anymore when you start centering yourself. Like, okay, so you've come from a traumatic and abusive family. Okay, we're okay. Like, yeah, it's the truth. It's happened to us. We don't have to hide from it. We don't have to hide from the fact we've been neglected our whole lives and that we feel bad all the time and we're sad and depressed. No fucking duh. Like, no wonder we're so depressed and sad and nothing makes sense, because we've been born to people that didn't take care of us, and they didn't teach us to take care of ourselves. So what do? We don't take care of ourselves. And I mean this in an emotional sense. It can be physical too. Like, we just learn to give and hope that maybe some inch or tiny little sand grain of love, affection, attention will come back. And when you see yourself doing this, like, this is not to beat yourself up over it. This is to help you be aware of, like, oh my God, I do this. How the fuck do I stop? How do I stop this? Like, this is what I help you do. You stop this by learning to, again, be honest with yourself about what you have lived through, what you have tolerated, what you have allowed, and understand, like, you're only this way because it's what you were taught to do. It's what you experienced, and you didn't experience what you were supposed to experience, which is love, safety, emotional safety, a safe place where you could talk about what happened to you, having parents who helped you work through what was happening to you. And again, the kicker, if we had parents that loved and cared for us, we would have not have gone through all this stuff we've gone through. And that's what's missing for us: the love, the care, the nurturing, the emotional availability. And these are all skills you can learn. And this is what I teach. This is what many women are learning for themselves inside of Unlocking Life After Trauma and Codependency, is how to live differently after trauma, how to help raise yourself developmentally, emotionally, and as a third thing, like, working with your nervous system, which is what is it's a huge piece that keeps you stuck if you are not aware. Because like when we're formed as children, all our beliefs, the systems we take in from our families of this is how life works, this is what I'm to expect, this is what I believe, like your nervous system stays in that state. And if you're trying to create different without having awareness that your nervous system is expecting more abuse, more neglect, and it's telling you, you can't be selfish, you can't do this, like you have to learn to work with that part of you that believes like, I can't do this, I can't be selfish. And this is only happening to you because you never had parents or the experience of anyone letting you exist in your full emotional spectrum. And when this doesn't happen for you, you don't know it's possible. So you have to teach yourself these things. And you can learn it. This is how you grow yourself developmentally. And by learning to feel what you feel instead of hide, run from, bury it, you start allowing all of you to take up space. And this is what gives you that self-esteem, the growth, the self-trust, and the safety piece that I can be who I am. I don't have to hide these emotions. I don't have to hide who I am anymore. And this helps you step out into life in a new way. And again, you use your past experiences of all the times you had to hide, you couldn't speak up, and you use these as assessments in your real life as you go out and live your life. Like, are people around me allowing me to be me? And if not, why are you entertaining them? Why are you allowing this into your life? And again, it's owning that power, being selfish with who you spend time around, being selfish with your energy, and learning like, don't be around people that do not meet you where you are and do not treat you how you're treating you. This is how you change your life. This is how you stop trauma cycles. This is how you stop being so depressed. Like, so many of us are so sad and overwhelmed with our feelings because we never had the safety to have them, to cry, to feel, to process. And once you start doing this, it's like fucking the boulders of the Grand Canyon are lifted off of you, and you start feeling freedom. You start feeling like, holy shit, it's not a big deal to feel. Feelings are okay. Like, I can handle this. Like, I've lived through this. I've already survived all this pain, all this neglect. Like, we're here today. We have survived it. Like, it's okay to feel it. Even if you're crying your eyes out for months, like, that's okay. When you start feeling, stuff is gonna come out. The old stuff you've been running from comes up, and it comes up for you to let it out and not crush it down, not ignore it and neglect it. Like, you have to baby your pain, just like the little you who had to carry it for years. Like, she needed to be babied with this stuff. She needed to be told and held, like, hey, you can feel this. Hey, I'm here with you. Hey, I'm not gonna leave you. You can feel all this. It's not ugly. I don't hate you for it. I'm not gonna shame you for it. Like, you have to learn to allow yourself to feel all the feelings around all the things you've been through, so you stop like gorging them and getting them stuck inside of you. Like, let it out. Learn to let it out. And then you learn, like, the people that want to shame you and tell you, don't feel that, don't do that around me, like, those aren't your people. And again, when you just start discovering the people that aren't your people, say no, walk away, because those people are just going to net you the same experiences you've had before you were healing, when you weren't listening to yourself, when you were ignoring and slamming down and crushing down and living life so depressed. Like, you have to, again, when you start understanding your feelings and like understanding how the neglect affects you, like that you're only depressed because you've never been given a safe place to feel, how you feel so depressed because no one sees you, no one understands you. When you live this way and you keep expecting someone else to do it, someone else to see you, you have to be the one that shows up. And that is the harsh truth for many of us. Like, yeah, we're waiting for mom and dad to show up. We live our lives waiting for mom and dad to show up, and then we seek mom and dad out of relationships, and again, we're still seeking from a void, and they don't show up, and we relive the neglect cycle over and over and over until someone like me comes across your feed and you're like, holy shit, man, this is what I have to start doing for me. I have to be there for me. I have to be the safe place. I have to create this for me if I want to get a way out. And this is the work I teach. This is the world I'm welcoming you into. Link is in the bio if you want to work with me. Love you guys. Bye.